high school, I was on the swimming team, and whenever I would think about like I want to go faster, I need to get a faster time, I would always just try to beat the time that I had before. But I never really realized that it was because of my technique. And after a while, I started seeing that I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I told myself, I need to look at this in a different perspective. Maybe my strokes aren't good, maybe my feet are in the wrong position. So I tried doing that, and then I actually ended up getting a faster time. And I realized that after I decided to not dwell in the past times that I got, think about how horrible they are, think bad about myself, I would think of improving myself so that my times can be faster. Today, the quotation that I want to talk about is, "Don't throw away your old shoes until you have got new ones." And my interpretation of this quote is, you can't let go of the past until you have truly moved on. And I agree with this. Today, I want to convince you that you can't let go of the past until you have truly moved on. First, I will talk about the TV show Once Upon a Time. Second, I will talk about Frozen. And third, I will talk about empty nest syndrome. First, I want to talk about the TV show Once Upon a Time. And if you haven't watched it, it's basically a show based around different fairy tales, and the main storyline is between Snow White and the Queen, the evil queen. And the evil queen, she dwells on the past and thinks about the things that she could have done if it wasn't for Snow White. And spoiler alert, Snow White is the reason why her fiance was killed. The evil queen's fiance was killed. So she's always saying how Snow White is the reason why she does not have a happy ending. And she does all these things in the show to try to get revenge on her and actually have her happy ending, and in the same time making sure that Snow White doesn't have her happy ending. But in the end, it didn't work out anyway, and she decided that it was better to let go of what happened before, forgive Snow White, and she actually was able to get her happy ending. And this connects back to the quote that I got, because in order for us to actually forget the past, stop dwelling on the past, we have to move on. And if we don't truly move on, then what's the point anyway? So I talked about the TV show Once Upon a Time. Second, I will talk about Frozen. And in Frozen, the whole dilemma that happened with Elsa was because she hurt her sister. And she was always so afraid of what will happen to what she thinks will happen to her sister because of herself. So she tries to hide away and not really focus on how to improve herself so that those things don't happen. So, and this story connects back to my quote, because Elsa needs to be able to forgive herself for what happened and needs to be able to learn that she is more than what happened to her in the past. And I talked about Frozen, and third, I will talk about empty nest syndrome. So empty nest syndrome is a phenomena where when parents and their children grow up, they feel this sense of sadness, and they don't really know what to do at that point. They feel really sad. They feel like they can't move on. But in reality, you can. You just have to think about it and say to yourself, I am more than my children. And it's better for them to find new hobbies other than taking care of their children in the older life so that they don't feel like that. And I feel that this connects back to my quote, because them dwelling in the past on what they did with their children, it doesn't allow them to open up to new things in their new life without their children. So in conclusion, the quote that I got was, don't throw away your old shoes until you have got new ones. My interpretation was, you can't let go of the past until you have truly moved on. And I agree with this. So today I wanted to tell you, to convince you that you can't let go of the past until you have truly moved on. And I talked about Once Upon a Time, Frozen, and the empty nest syndrome. And tying back to my story, I feel that if I didn't dwell in the past of my past scores, my past times, and I just kept thinking about those times, I wouldn't have been able to improve myself in my overall goal that I wanted to do for swimming. Thank you.